From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Riehl.
Starting off this morning with some scattered showers across the region and quite humid as well as we take a live look at our CAV tower cam as we are looking towards downtown Utica to start for this morning. Now we do have that flash flood watch for all of Central New York. That will continue not only for today, but for tonight and into tomorrow morning. So just want to be aware that we're going to see the potential for some flooding as we go throughout today, but our biggest concern is going to be tonight into tomorrow morning. Again, tracking that rain on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The heaviest rain now is lifting to the north and to the east, but as we zoom out, we can see more in the way of some pockets of some heavy rain just to the west of Binghamton. So as we go throughout the morning hours, the rain will continue to push into central New York, and this is just the beginning. What we are watching is what is left over from Tropical Storm Fred that is now impacting West Virginia and Ohio. That's going to move in as we head into tonight, and that's why we're thinking the heaviest rain will be arriving during the overnight and into tomorrow morning. So let's time it out for you on our Skycast. By noon, scattered showers across the region, very humid as well, with temperatures in the 70s across the region. Scattered showers will continue for this evening, but you notice they're more isolated as we head towards the evening hours. It's not until tonight, as we head towards midnight, that rain will begin to move into the region. By tomorrow morning, we'll see some pockets of yellow and red by 6 a.m. That's when the heaviest rain is going to be falling during the overnight and into early tomorrow morning before that rain does taper off. We're expecting 2 to 4 inches of rain for the Mohawk Valley and for the southern valleys. 1 to 2 inches of rain as we head towards the North Country. Most of that will be falling as we head into tonight. Scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go throughout the morning and afternoon. Heavy rain for tonight into tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, starting off with heavy rain across the region. Those showers will taper off during the afternoon and then finally drying out as we headed towards Friday. We'll look at those rainfall amounts up close coming up in less than 10 minutes. Katrina?
Thank you, Jill.
Time is 5:21. We're saying good morning to Marcy and all the great Utica regions. There's one of the locks right there. We're going to be dealing with some rain as we go throughout this morning into the afternoon. So if you're heading to the east towards the Herkimer County Fair, definitely want to bring the umbrella with you. We'll be tracking rain and a few thunderstorms throughout the morning into the afternoon hours. Very humid as well with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. For this morning, we are dealing with that rain. Now, we are seeing some light rain across the region, but as we look back to our west, more in the way of some steady rain will begin to push into central New York as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon. The heaviest rain will be falling tonight into tomorrow morning. So we are keeping a close eye on rainfall totals. We are expecting between 2 to 4 inches of rain for the Mohawk Valley, and especially for the southern valleys. Otsego, Madison, and Chenango counties are our biggest concern as we head into tonight and into tomorrow morning with the potential for some flooding. The further north you live, the less in the way of heavy rain for tonight. But everyone's seeing the rain for this morning. Look at that morning commute forecast coming up. Katrina?
Thank you, Jill. When you think of
New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Riehl.
Starting off this morning with some scattered showers across central New York as we take a live look at our CAV tower cam. Again, as we are looking towards downtown Utica, still dark at this point in time. Again, want to bring that rain jacket and the umbrella with you as you head out the door. We are expecting rain to continue throughout the morning into the afternoon. Now, will be light for most of today. A few pockets of some moderate rain as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon hours. The heaviest rain, our biggest concern, is going to be happening tonight into tomorrow morning. That's when we're going to see the heaviest rain across central New York. And with the rain that we're going to see today, the ground is already going to be saturated. So if you do live in flood-prone area or poor drainage area, definitely want to have precautions already ready to go because we could see flash flooding as we head towards tonight. There's that rain right now. Some pockets of some heavier rain down towards Hamilton and our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This rain will continue to push in from the south and west. And we're still seeing what is left over from Tropical Storm Fred just to our south and west towards West Virginia and Ohio. All that moisture is going to make its way into central New York for today. So as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon, some steady light rain across the region. Rain will taper off as we head towards this evening, but it's tonight that it's going to be our biggest concern. Steady rain will move in during the overnight, and by early tomorrow morning, you will notice some pockets of some heavier rain, especially across the southern valleys by 6 a.m. The heavy rain will push out of the area after about 8 a.m. and will dry out as we head towards Thursday afternoon. So our biggest area of concern is going to be the southern valleys. Even parts of the Mohawk Valley could see 2 to 4 inches of rain. Most of that will be falling as we head towards tonight. 1 to 2 inches of rain the further north you head. So again, for this morning, we're going to continue to see scattered showers and thunderstorms across the region. As we head towards tonight, again, those showers will continue as we go throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast, as we head towards tomorrow, drier conditions across the region. We'll see more in the way of some sunshine, though, as we head towards Friday. Katrina?
Thank you, Jill. The first show.
The time is 5:53. We are waking up with some scattered showers across the region. Again, we are expecting heavy rain, especially as we head into tonight and into tomorrow morning. So our excessive rainfall outlook, we don't see this very much, but moderate chance for some heavy rain. This does include the southern valleys of Otsego, Madison, and Chenango County, and even parts of southern Oneida County. Again, the heaviest rain looks to be arriving as we head towards tonight. And with the rain that we saw yesterday as well as last night, and for this morning, flooding is possible, close to likely at this point in time, especially across the southern valleys, as we could see 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, especially as we head into tonight and into tomorrow morning. So if you do live in a flood-prone area or an area that has poor drainage, make sure you take the extra precautions this morning as the rain will continue to move into the area. We'll look at that morning commute forecast coming up. Katrina?
Thank you, Jill. A rare framed photograph.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Rio.
Starting off this morning with rain across central New York, and that will continue throughout the morning into the afternoon. A live look at our CAV tower cam as we look towards downtown Utica. We are seeing mostly cloudy skies across the region, as well as more in the way of some showers. Now for today, the rain is going to be light to moderate rainfall as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon, with a few pockets of some heavier rain, but the heaviest rain will be falling as we head into tonight and into tomorrow morning. And that is our biggest concern, especially in those flood-prone areas, as we continue to see that rain and the ground becomes saturated for today. There's the rain right now, the heaviest rain now just exiting Hamilton, moving into parts of Otsego and as well as southern Herkimer counties on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And this is just the beginning. We are going to continue to see more in the way of some rain as what is left over from Tropical Storm Fred continues to move into parts of upstate New York as well as into Pennsylvania and western New York. So we're going to keep a close eye on those rainfall amounts as we head into today and especially for tonight. So by the noon hour, just some scattered showers across the region. That will be the case for this afternoon. Again, nothing widespread for the second half of today. Then as we head towards tonight, we will see more rain throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning. So by midnight, steady rain moving into the area. Notice some pockets of some yellow and some orange showing up, indicating rain heavy at times. That rain will push off to the east as we head throughout Thursday morning, drying out by Thursday afternoon. Rainfall amounts. Mohawk Valley, southern valleys could see 2 to 4 inches of rain. The further north you head, the less in the way of rain as we head towards tonight into tomorrow morning. Again, rain for this morning, a few thunderstorms this afternoon, temperatures staying in the 70s. Rain heavy at times for tonight into tomorrow morning as temperatures drop back into the low 70s. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast, scattered showers and thunderstorms for Thursday morning, but looking like we're going to dry out just in time as we head towards Friday. Katrina?
Thank you, Jill. We've learned overnight that as many as 15.
The time is 6:20. We're saying good morning to Marcy and all the great Utica region. Great video right there, of course, of the locks along the Erie Canal. We are starting off this morning with rain across the region. Not the best news for those who are heading to the Herkimer County Fair, as we will be dealing with the rain all day long. So if you're heading to the fair, definitely want to bring the umbrella with you, as those showers will continue throughout the morning into the afternoon hours. We are tracking rain, some steady rain now moving into the Utica area. Some pockets of some heavy rain making its way towards Cassville as well as Waterville. That will be pushing into parts of southern Herkimer County as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon. We are keeping a close eye on those rainfall amounts, but we are projecting for pretty much The Thruway and Point South, 2 to 4 inches of rain, 1 to 2 inches of rain across the North Country, and most of that will be falling tonight. So tonight will be our biggest concern with the potential for some flash flooding. So if you do live in any flood-prone areas, definitely want to take precautions this morning. Katrina?
Thanks.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
Starting off this morning with some rain across the region as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon. Want to bring that umbrella with you. A live look at our CAV tower cam. See those low-lying clouds over the city of Utica as we are continuing to see that rain push through central New York. Do expect steady light to moderate rain as we go throughout this morning into the afternoon. The heaviest rain will actually be falling as we head into tonight into early Thursday morning. So unfortunately, the ground is going to be quite saturated by the time we see that heavy rain move into the region, and that is why we are concerned for the potential for some flash flooding across the region. Rain right now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Seeing a few pockets of some heavier rain as you head south on Route 12, as you head towards Richfield Junction as well as Litchfield, down towards Sangerfield and Watertown. These showers are pushing to the north and to the east, and this is just the beginning. As we zoom out, you can see what is left over from Tropical Storm Fred still impacting Ohio as well as West Virginia, and all that moisture is going to make its way into central New York as we go throughout the day. So do expect rain to continue for this morning, becoming scattered as we head towards this afternoon. But again, our biggest concern will be for this evening, especially for tonight, as widespread rain moves through the region. So by midnight, do expect that rain across central New York with some pockets of some heavy rain throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, we will be dealing with heavy rain across the region. Those showers will taper off as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. So rainfall amounts, the Mohawk Valley, Southern Valleys, 2 to 4 inches of rain is expected, 1 to 2 inches of rain as you head towards the North Country. Again, this is for later on this afternoon and into tonight. And again, steady showers this morning, few thunderstorms this afternoon. Temperatures will top off in the mid to upper 70s. For tonight, rain heavy at times throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning. Now tomorrow we'll see rain throughout the morning hours, drying out as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. And then we finally get a dry day as we head towards Friday with partly sunny skies and temperatures in the mid 80s. Katrina?
Thank you, Jill. The first show.
The time is 6:49. We are waking up with rain across the region. The rain will be steady throughout the morning into the afternoon hours with heavy rain as we head towards tonight. And because of that, we are now in a moderate risk for excessive rainfall, especially as we head towards later today and into tonight. You see the area in red. This does include Utica as well as down towards Cooperstown, Oneonta, Norwich, into Madison County and into parts of southern Herkimer County. Again, we're at a moderate risk for the excessive rainfall. That's why we do have flash flood watches in effect across central New York as we go throughout today. So again, flooding is likely, especially in those flood prone areas for tonight. That's when the heaviest rain will move on in with what is left over from Tropical Storm Fred. So if you do live in those flood prone areas, if you haven't done so already, definitely want to take those precautions for today. Katrina?
Thank you so much, Jill. You could own a piece of the beaches in Rome before it's gone. Sale starts today at noon. Includes.
Time is 7:13. We do have a flash flood watch for all of central New York. This is through Thursday morning as we will continue to track that rain across the region. We are seeing steady rain on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're also seeing some pockets of some moderate rain as we zoom in. We're seeing some moderate rain as you head towards German Flats as well as Richfield Springs. Again, these showers are continuing to move in from the south and west, all associated with what is left over from Tropical Storm Fred. And unfortunately, there is a lot of moisture in the air, so we're going to continue to track that rain not only for today, but for tonight as well. We'll look at those rainfall totals coming up. Katrina?
Thank you so much.
The time is 7:18. We are waking up with rain across the region, so not the best news for those who are heading to the Herkimer County Fair for today. We'll be dealing with showers throughout the morning into the afternoon hours, with temperatures staying in the 70s. Speaking of rain, the rain is continuing to move into central New York for this morning. Do expect that steady rain throughout the morning hours and into the afternoon. And because of that steady rain, we are now in a moderate risk for excessive rainfall, especially for the Mohawk Valley as well as the southern valleys, including southern Oneida, as well as southern Herkimer, Madison, Shenango, and Otsego counties. That is our area of biggest concern as we head throughout the next day or so. So here's what to expect. A steady rain will continue throughout the morning into the afternoon hours, but the heaviest rain will be overnight into tomorrow morning, where we could see flooding across the region. So if you do live in flood-prone areas, definitely want to take the proper precautions. Katrina?
Thank you, Jill. Today marks 28 days since tragedy struck our region.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
Tracking some steady rain across the region for this morning as we take a live look at our CAV tower cam. Again, we're still seeing that steady rain, the low-lying clouds across the region. That's going to continue throughout the morning into the afternoon. So again, bring that umbrella with you as you head out the door, as that rain will continue to impact central New York for today, with the heaviest rain falling as we head towards this evening and into tonight and into Thursday morning. And because of that, flash flooding is possible across the region. Steady rain right now from Old Forge to Boonville to Utica down towards Norwich. We're seeing some pockets of some heavier rain right along the New York State Thruway from Little Falls to German Flats, Herkimer down towards Columbia. Again, these showers are pushing in from the south and west, associated with what is left over from a tropical storm Fred, now impacting Ohio as well as Pennsylvania and parts of West Virginia. So as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon hours, do expect rain to continue across the region. It's going to be humid as well, as temperatures will be in the 70s as we go throughout today. As we head towards this evening into tonight, that's when the heaviest rain will move through the area. So do expect rain heavy at times as we head into the overnight and into tomorrow morning. So you notice those pockets of yellow, oranges, and reds, indicating some heavy rain throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning. Now that rain will be around throughout the morning hours, but will push off to the east as we head towards Thursday afternoon and into Thursday evening. So we will dry out for the second half of Thursday. Rainfall amounts, again, 2 to 4 inches. That's our biggest concern for Utica, Herkimer, down towards Oneonta, Cooperstown, into Madison and Shenango counties, 1 to 2 inches for Old Forge. Again, rain this morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Heavy rain as we head towards tonight, with temperatures dropping into the low 70s. Rain for tomorrow morning, tapering off by tomorrow afternoon, with temperatures in the upper 70s. We'll be drying out as we head towards Friday with partly sunny skies and in the mid 80s.
Trina Smith, thank you for joining us for News Channel 2 at noon. Now, the governor has directed state agencies to prepare response assets as the remnants of Tropical Storm Fred are forecast to bring heavy rain and flash flood conditions to several parts of the state starting this afternoon. Since this morning, I checked in with Jill. Our region has seen about 1.5 inches of rain. There is another 2 to 4 inches on its way. Flash flood watches are in effect in several areas. Meteorologist Jill Reel tracking when and where that rain will be the heaviest. Jill.
That's right. Now we are transitioning over to some light rain for this afternoon. We did see some pockets of some moderate rain this morning on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, these showers are moving to the north and to the east. And I'm going to zoom out and show you where the heaviest rain is right now is to our south and to our west. If you head down into Pennsylvania, that is where the heaviest rain is occurring at this point in time. We will get a break in the precipitation for this afternoon, but it's not until tonight where we will see heavy rain moving into the region once again. And that is going to be concerning, as we could see potential flash flooding as the ground is already saturated from the rain that we saw last night and this morning. On top of that, very warm and humid for this afternoon. 71 in Old Forge, 73 in Cassville, 74 in Mohawk, 75 in Ilion and Cooperstown, 77 in Clinton and Otsego. We're going to stay in the 70s with not only the chance of rain, but a few thunderstorms for this afternoon. I'll track that precipitation coming up. Katrina?
Thank you, Jill.
From New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
We are dealing with wet weather for this afternoon. The good news is the rain has turned to the light side as we go throughout the afternoon hours, but we're still tracking more heavy rain as we go throughout today and into tonight. Low-lying clouds on our CAV tower cam. It is very humid outside. If you step outside, you can feel that humidity. And on top of that, we're already tracking temperatures in the 70s for this afternoon. Just a reminder, we do have that flash flood watch until tomorrow morning. So this event is still unfolding across central New York, and you will notice that watch has been extended to pretty much all of New York State as we will continue to track the potential for some heavy rain as we head into tonight. Here's what to expect as we head towards this afternoon. Light rain this afternoon, so we did see some moderate rain this morning. Now turning on the lighter side for this afternoon. But if you live across the southern valleys closer to the New York-Pennsylvania border, you want to keep an eye on the sky later this afternoon as we could have potential for some strong thunderstorms to develop south of the Mohawk Valley as we head towards this evening. Then for tonight, that's when we're going to be tracking some heavy rain throughout the overnight. The combination of that heavy rain with the already saturated ground means we have the potential for some flooding as we head into tonight. So light rain right now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Notice the break in the action, though, down towards Cooperstown, Oneonta, and Norwich. As you put the map into motion, most of the steady rain is going to stay to our west as we head towards this afternoon. So you will notice some breaks in the clouds down towards Binghamton. We will see a lull in precipitation for this afternoon. Then tonight, what we are keeping an eye on, you see what's happening over Pennsylvania, those deep oranges, those reds, those yellows, that indicates heavy rain. That's going to move in as we head into tonight and into early tomorrow morning. And that's what's causing some concern across the region. So again, for this afternoon, scattered showers on the light side. If you do live across Otsego as well as Shenango County, just want to keep an eye on the sky for the potential for some thunderstorms this evening. By 8, 9 o'clock, rain moves in. Notice some pockets of some yellow, some oranges, some red, indicating some heavy rain. This will be happening during the overnight and into tomorrow morning. So waking up at 6, still tracking that rain across the region. Those showers will be around throughout the morning. The intensity will weaken, though, and as we head towards tomorrow afternoon, that rain will begin to taper off. So rainfall forecast, we did nudge this a little bit further to the north to include the Mohawk Valley. 2 to 4 inches of rain for tonight. Some that will be falling heavy at times. The further north you live, the less in the way of some heavy rain. So you want to keep an eye on rainfall amounts, especially in those flood-prone areas for tonight, as we're going to see the heaviest rain during the overnight and into tomorrow morning. This afternoon, a few thunderstorms possible, temperatures in the 70s. Rain heavy at times throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we'll start off with rain. That will taper off as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. And then finally, we do get to dry out as we head towards Friday with temperatures in the 80s. Katrina?
Thank you, Joel. Oneida County is
off tonight. A flash flood watch remains in effect through tomorrow morning. The remnants of Tropical Storm Fred are moving in. We get an update now from Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tracking in the Weather Center. Bill, good evening.
Yeah, Jason, everything is on track and no large changes in the forecast here. We're expecting a direct hit with the leftovers of Fred. Yeah. Here's a live look at the radar. The rain is generally light for the time being. This live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain will continue to stay light as we get into the next several hours. What we're following and focusing in on is all the heavy rain to the south and moving into Pennsylvania and western New York. This is very slowly going to lift to the north and east. It's going to take a while. I think a lot of the heavy rain arrives overnight and into early tomorrow morning, and that is when we are likely going to see flooding issues. Flash flood watch remains in effect now for all of central New York. The Weather Service out of Albany expanding the flood watch to the east compared to yesterday. Current temperature is 75 degrees. Our weather headlines, again, heavy rain arrives overnight. Flooding is looking likely at this point, especially in flood-prone areas, and rain tapers off as we head into tomorrow afternoon. We do expect the weather to improve, and we should see some dry weather heading into Friday. This evening, some light rain. Temperatures will be in the 70s. We're tracking rainfall amounts, and again, when this all comes to an end, look at the forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Now, because
from Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are tracking heavy rain that will roll into the region as we head into late tonight from the very much leftovers of what was once Tropical Storm Fred. A live look outside. This is our CAV tower cam as we look towards the city of Utica. Cloudy skies. It's been raining throughout the course of the day. The rain has been relatively light. But it really hasn't stopped raining for a good portion of the week, so the ground is soaked. There's been quite a bit of rain lately, and we're expecting a lot more as we head into tonight. So again, our primary concern is going to be for flooding, especially in flood-prone areas. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. What we're tracking is some heavier rain. You can see on the very left-hand side of your screen starting to see some of the yellow show up. The heaviest rain at the moment is in Pennsylvania, and that will be slowly lifting in, arriving late tonight and into early tomorrow morning. That is the most likely time that we would see any flooding issues. Again, into Thursday morning, so your morning drive could be a bit dicey. Again, we do stress that you never ever want to cross over flooded roadways. That's usually where we have the most issues in terms of flash flooding and potential hazards. Temperature-wise, low 70s, very humid. Rome 73, Lowville 77. Across the southern valleys, it's actually dry in some areas. Cooperstown 78, Skineva 77, and Sherburne with 74. And if you do want to take the dog out for a walk this evening, grab the umbrella. The rain will be relatively light. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s. Tonight's featured dog is Darby. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. This is brought to you by Staffworks. Here comes Fred. You can see the circulation in Pennsylvania. This is expected to cross right through central New York, so heavy rain is expected tonight as well as early tomorrow. The storm will very gradually lift to the north and east heading into tomorrow night. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Even through 10 o'clock this evening, it's raining, but the heavy rain doesn't really arrive until after midnight. You can see this on our Skycast with some of the red showing up, especially south of the Mohawk Valley at 3 o'clock in the morning. Heavy rain is expected to be around through the morning commute, and then some on and off rain showers. I think the worst of this will start to taper off by about 7 to 9 a.m. And it will still be raining at times throughout the day tomorrow, but the showers will be relatively light. We do get a break in the rain heading into tomorrow night, and the weather looks completely dry on Friday, so we will get a chance to dry out for a little while. Rainfall forecast has changed slightly. We added everybody into the 2 to 4 inch range here as the storm is now likely to move right through the area. We were thinking that the bulk of this would be south, but at least earlier today, it does look like the storm is shifting a little bit to the north. And basically, the bottom line is just be on guard overnight and into tomorrow morning, especially if you live in an area that's prone to flooding. Heavy rain tonight, a few thunderstorms possible too, low of 68. Heavy rain in the morning, and then we'll get a chance to dry out or at least get rid of the heavy rain later in the day, a high of 76. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It's nice on Friday, 85 degrees, scattered showers and storms for the weekend. That rainfall really doesn't look heavy. We don't have any heavy rainfall in the forecast, at least nothing region-wide over the next 7 days. Once we get through tonight, tomorrow, we're hoping things get better, at least in that department. It stays very warm, too, temperatures in the 80s.
So back to summer like normal weather for this time of year.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we'll take it. Thanks, Bill. Utica's Pop Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. When we're talking rainfall this week, these numbers are going to go up a lot, aren't they?
Yeah, and I also just want to have a heart-to-heart with our folks out here. I know we have a lot of red here. We have the alert day up. All of this is just to inform you as to what we're thinking is going to happen. We're not trying to scare anybody. We just want to give folks a heads up. And we've been through many of these rainfall events. We've seen many different flooding events, and the narrative is generally the same. You have weeks, months, and days of heavy rain prior to the event. This is how much rain we've had since Tuesday, about 1 to 3 inches of rain. Area streams running high, soil that's very saturated, and then on top of that, we add tropical rainfall. We're not expecting as much rainfall as we've had in some of these larger events in the past, but still 2 to 4 inches of rain is going to be enough, we think, to cause flooding. And the flooding situation at the moment, again, area streams are running high at the moment. We'll take a look at the Sequoia Creek. Just looking at the measurement here this afternoon, 3.2 feet. In July, it was 8 feet. That's the crest we've seen twice in the month of July. So we are going to continue to follow area streams and rivers very closely as we have this heavy rainfall that's going to be arriving late tonight and into early tomorrow. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, heavy rain to the south and east is expected to move into the region overnight, again, producing heavy rainfall. Light rain this evening, temperatures in the 70s, tracking rainfall amounts, and also when all this comes to an end, look at the forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Utica College is...
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are tracking some heavy rain that will be rolling into the region late tonight and into early tomorrow, and this is due to the leftovers of what was once Tropical Storm Fred. We can feel the humidity out there this evening. This is a live look at our Mirabito Tower Cam in Oneonta. You can see even some breaks in the overcast here. Many of us in the Mohawk Valley and North Country are experiencing widespread steady rainfall, and that rain is going to continue to fall at a generally light clip. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The concerning rain, the heavy rain, the type of rain that would cause issues in terms of flash flooding is located in Pennsylvania, and this is associated with the center of Fred. This is heading very slowly to the north and east. And again, because it's moving slowly, it doesn't arrive here until very late tonight, but also it takes its time moving through the region. So we think that the risk for flooding is likely here overnight and into Thursday morning, specifically in areas that have seen flooding prior to today in the summertime in poor drainage areas. That's where we're most concerned about here throughout the overnight period. And also just a couple of tips here if you're going to be heading out very early tomorrow morning. Whenever we have flooding, the primary issue, or at least the highest danger, is flooded roadways. Don't ever attempt to drive through flooded roadways because we've seen cars get stranded and even people lose their lives because of that, with cars getting swept away. Again, this is something we'll be keeping an eye on as we head into tonight. Flooding is not going to affect the entire area equally. It's going to be most likely in poor drainage areas as we head into tonight as well as tomorrow. Skywatchers, temperatures in the 70s. It's humid. Norway, Donna with 74, Georgia Glenmore 67, across southern valleys, Richfield 76, Cooperstown 77, and Lawrence with 79. So here comes Fred. The center of the storm currently located in southwestern Pennsylvania. This will slowly lift to the north and east. It's projected to move right through central New York, so we're going to get a direct hit, at least according to the forecast guidance here. And again, this will be arriving late tonight. You can see 3 o'clock in the morning, some of these heavier bands of rain starting to work into the area. Heavy rain tomorrow morning, and then the rain will taper off as we head into the afternoon. So the biggest issue will be during the late tonight and as well as into early tomorrow. By the afternoon and evening, things are expected to get better, and we have dry weather in the forecast. So we do not expect any additional flooding with additional rain anytime soon because the weather is looking dry heading into Friday. Thinking a general 2 to 4 inches of rain from this. This is on top of the rain that we've had this week already. So again, just about everybody getting a soaking rain overnight. Heavy rain tonight, thunderstorms, low of 68. Heavy rain early tomorrow, and then the rain tapers off to showers in the afternoon, a high of 76. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, we're completely dry on Friday, 85 degrees. Scattered showers and storms heading into the weekend. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Some dry weather here Tuesday and Wednesday of next week with highs in the low 80s. We'll be right back.
Ravaged residents, and the worst is yet to come. Tonight, while most of us are asleep, we're going to head right over to the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. He's tracking it all. And Bill, what are we seeing here as we get into the evening hours?
Well, the heavy rain is still well to the south. It's going to take a little while for this to get here. We're not expecting the heavy rain to arrive until after midnight, and the heavy rain will be around through early tomorrow morning. We're still concerned about flooding in our area for a variety of reasons. Soils are saturated, rivers are running high. We already picked up 1 to 3 inches of rain in the past 2 days, and then on top of that, we will be seeing much heavier rain tonight. Let's live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, you can see that our area, at least for the time being, just seeing some light showers. The heavy rainfall is to the south and west, and it's heading in our direction. Again, that flash flood watch is in effect for the duration of tonight and into tomorrow morning. Current temperature is 75 degrees. Again, the heavy rain arrives overnight. It's around tomorrow morning. That'll be the most likely time that we have any flooding issues, and we are going to take a closer look at the overall flooding risk for our area and how much rain we're expecting out of this and when it comes to an end. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Utica DPW Committee.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are continuing to follow the radar very closely this evening as the leftovers of what was once Tropical Storm Fred head into central New York. Let's take a live look outside. Our Cavi Tower Cam is showing relatively quiet weather. It's very humid as we look into the city of Utica. The weather is going to stay relatively quiet for the next few hours, but things are going to change as we head into tonight. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Light rain continues to fall in and north of the Mohawk Valley. We widen the view out. We look to the south and west, and you can clearly see heavy rain starting to work into Pennsylvania and western New York. That's what all the yellow is about on the radar here. That's indicating heavy rainfall. This is all heading in our direction, so it is going to move very slowly. A lot of this does not arrive until late tonight and into early Thursday morning, and we think that the rainfall could be heavy enough to promote flooding, especially in flood-prone areas of poor drainage. Just given the recent setup that we've seen with saturated soil, several weeks worth of heavy rainfall, it's likely we're going to experience some problems in our area late tonight and early tomorrow. But this also means it's also going to move out of here by the afternoon time, at least the risk for flooding on roadways. By the way, as we get into tonight and early tomorrow, as you're heading out to work, just be aware of the situation. Check back with us in the morning if there are any road closures. You never, ever want to drive through flooded roadways. That's where we've often seen issues with cars. And remember, just because a car is heavy doesn't mean it can't float. Barneveld, 72 degrees. New Hartford, 75. Clinton, 73. Temperatures are in this pretty comfortable, but it's very humid outside. Cooperstown, 77. And Milford, Mark checks in with 76. Here comes Fred. You can see the center of the storm, the circulation around the center of this is located in southwestern Pennsylvania. This is expected to move right through central New York, so we take a direct hit from this. You can see it moving into the region heading into tonight. By around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, that's when the heavy rain arrives. We could also see a few thunderstorms as well. 8 o'clock in the morning, still heavy rain in our area. This is going to linger into the early afternoon. The rain does taper off. It will not fall as heavy in the afternoon compared to the morning. And then the rain does come to an end later in the day. Temperatures will be in the 70s. We do dry out, so any flooding issues will be coming to an end certainly by Friday. Some sunshine in the forecast, dry conditions, temperatures in the mid-80s. The rainfall forecast, we've expanded all of our region into the 2 to 4 inch zone. Again, with that storm likely crossing right through our area overnight. Heavy rain, thunderstorms overnight, low of 68. Again, the highest chance for any flooding would be early tomorrow morning. We do encourage folks to check back with us. Our newscast starts at 5 a.m. Tomorrow's high 76. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We do get a chance to dry out Friday, 85 degrees. A few hit or miss thunderstorms over the weekend. We're not expecting heavy rain again, at least nothing widespread. Temperatures will be in the low 80s heading into early next week. We'll be right back.
Hi, Bill, good evening.
A very close eye on the radar this evening. Here's an update. The heavy bands are just starting to move into the area. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You can see all the yellows starting to show up, especially to the south and west. We have some very heavy rain that will continue to very slowly move to the north. We also have flooding reports to the west, multiple flash flood warnings and reports of issues already taking place in the southern tier along with northern Pennsylvania. So we're starting to see evidence of issues in other parts of New York State, and we're just continuing to be on guard here as we head into tonight. We have a flood advisory in effect for Oneida and Madison County, where flooding is expected to take place over the next several hours. And again, we're just continuing to keep an eye on where these bands of very heavy rainfall set up. That will determine the extent and duration of flooding and how bad it's going to be here as we head into the next several hours. Current temperature is 73 degrees. Our weather headlines, again, we're tracking that heavy rain overnight. It's likely going to cause flooding in some areas, and we're expecting the rain to taper off as we head into late tomorrow. Heavy rain, a few thunderstorms are possible overnight. We're down to 68. We're taking a look at rainfall amounts. And again, when this rain comes to an end, look at that forecast coming out. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. People who have already...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Welcome back. Here we go. Heavy rain moving into central New York. The leading edge just starting to advance. This is a live look at our KAVV tower cam, where the city lights aren't shining quite as brightly due to the rain that's starting to move in. The first band has made its way into our area. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You can see the yellows, the oranges. This rain is falling at a moderate to, in some cases, heavy clip. And again, this is just the beginning. We're expecting the rain to gradually lift to the north as we head into this evening. This is a look at how things have been changing over the past hour. And again, you can see the bands very slowly lifting to the north. We are going to be seeing heavy rain heading into tonight. The risk for flooding is likely. We think at the very least there will be minor flooding, and it could be worse just depending on how much longer this lasts. Again, the timing of this looks to be late tonight and into very early tomorrow morning. We think if there's going to be any big issues, that's the time where it would be taking place. And with that being in mind, we just want to go over some flood safety tips. You don't want to drive over a flooded roadway. That is the primary issue, the primary danger with events like tonight where it's dark out, it's hard to see. Never drive over flooded roadways. And again, be very careful if you're going to be driving tonight, especially as we head into late tonight and early tomorrow. Here comes Fred, the very much leftovers of Fred. You can see the general circulation with that. This is projected to make a direct hit for our area. The center of the storm is expected to move right through our area, and it's a slow mover. So as we head into tonight, again, bands of rain moving into the area. Coming down heavy at times, even through tomorrow morning. This is the Skycast at 8 a.m. showing bands of locally heavy rainfall. The rain will very slowly lift to the north and east, and it may take a little while for things to really start to wind down here. I think by the afternoon and evening, conditions will be better. And heading into tomorrow night, the risk for flooding will diminish as the rain comes to an end. And we are expecting dry weather here for Friday as well. So some very good news there with temperatures climbing back into the mid-80s. Rainfall forecast, a general 2 to 4 inches of rain is expected from this. This is projected, at least the really heavy rainfall is expected to fall between 2 a.m. to about 8 a.m. in the morning. So again, raining now, but really expecting to ramp up here as we head into late tonight. Heavy rain tonight, maybe a rumble of thunder, low of 68. Tomorrow, heavy rain in the morning, showers in the afternoon, high of 76. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather does look to improve. It's sunshine on Friday, 85 degrees. Scattered showers and storms as we head into the weekend as well as Monday. We're not expecting any widespread heavy soaking rain like we're experiencing tonight, but we will keep an eye on things. Temperatures will remain in the mid-80s. The weather looks dry with sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. We'll be right back.